Good afternoon. It is the drive home. Today was a decent day at work. Got some things done. If you had seen the new pipes from Corvette Jim Piper, and if you were interested in buying that custom built, well, you can't, because I bought it. Haha! Never that. I'm excited. I'm excited that I bought a pipe from Corvette Jim, and I'm excited that it's a pipe, that it's a custom built, and I'm excited that it is adding to my collection, because I don't have that many pipes. So, also I wanted to talk about something that Old Dirty Piper has been mentioning in his videos, and that is the fact that you can't buy or find these really good quality tobaccos online. Samuel Gawith, Esoterica, what else? I know there's. I'm so new to these quality tobacco makers. I can't think of their names. But he's been telling in his videos to go to your local brick and mortars. And up until this point, I've been exclusively buying my tobacco from basically pipes and cigars. And after listening to Old Dirty Piper, he may be controversial, but that boy knows what he's talking about. He does. You may not like the way he portrays his message, but his message is still valid. So I stopped by my local brick and mortar, which is a Davidoff, and just looked at the tobacco they had. And guess what? All the good shit was there. The first thing that caught my eye was a tin of Balkan Sobrani. The second thing that caught my eye was a very large tin of Frogmorton Cellar. So since Old Dirty's been talking up the Balkan Sobrani so much, and I really wanted to try a Balkan, that was the first tin I bought, the only tin I bought. It was around Christmas time. I had to buy some bulk tobacco as gifts for some other people. So I got and I was really happy that I found a tin of Balkan Sobrani, because you cannot find that tobacco online at all, anywhere. You can get it as Balkan Supreme on tobaccopipes.com, Smoking Pipes. Smoking Pipes, you can get it there. But you can't get Balkan Supreme on pipes and cigars. And I was also really happy of just the amount of other rich tobacco they had there. They had a big tin. It was in a box. It was a tin in a box, but the box measured maybe 6 inches by 4 inches. It was a big tin of Best Brown. I don't know if it's Samuel Gawith or if it's something else, but it was Best Brown Flake, Best Brown. And the guy behind the counter said that it had been sitting there for almost 2 years. And I think he wanted $60 for it. So right away, it's been cellared for almost 2 years. So I think I'm going to be picking that up next. But they also had a tin of Rattray. It was a tin that was black with some pink and green, like flamingo colors, like Miami colors, pink and green. I don't remember what it was called, but that looked really good. And what I couldn't get out of my mind after I left that brick and mortar was that Frogmorton Cellar. Something I've always wanted to try, and apparently it's not made anymore. So I walked back in maybe 2 days later. I said, yeah, how much is that tin of Frogmorton Cellar? Guy picked it up, opened the back of the cabinet, looked at it. Well, $100. $100. Apparently they know it's out of production too. Capitalism, gotta love it. I don't think it's going to be sold anytime soon. So Yeah. It's probably, honestly, not worth $100. I mean, that tobacco better be gold, made out of flecks of, that tobacco better have flecks of gold in it to be $100. So, yeah, so I got my Balkan Sobrani, and I'm probably gonna go back and get that Best Brown, or maybe even that Rattray. So let's see what else. There was a couple of ghost stories I wanted to add. I was remembering them last night after I finished recording that I wanted to. I had mentioned yesterday about a little girl, and that girl was a very common fixture over the years when we lived at that house. She appeared all the time. Out of the corner of my eye, I would see her. She liked to lean around corners and peek. Like, you couldn't see her straight on. That's not how it worked. For instance, I was laying in bed one time watching TV, just trying to go to bed. I was watching Cops, and the bathroom door was right next to the TV, and I was facing the wall that had the TV and the bathroom door. And since they were right next to each other, I was watching TV, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw her from the bathroom, which was dark, so it was just a black doorway, open door. I saw her peek around the door frame at me. She just like leaned out. She leaned out into the doorway. And I froze. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She just slowly leaned back and she was gone. And she did that a couple times. She did it like, she used to peek around, like, from, if you were downstairs, she would be on the stairway and she would peek over the railing and you could see her out of the corner of your eye. Now, in the corner of your eye, the really weird thing is she didn't have color. And that's what made you notice her, was there's all this vibrant color, and you notice this little girl peeking out, and she's in black and white. She's totally in black and white. I thought that was just the wildest shit. One time I was washing dishes, and I felt someone about waist height, a hand grabbed the back of my shirt and tugged twice, just like a hey mister kind of tug. And I turned around and I was alone in the room. And she appeared, she used to go and hang out and watch the girls sleep. So yesterday I was telling you how Shelby got freaked out by someone climbing into the bottom bunk of her bunk bed. Well, after that, she refused to sleep alone. So she would camp every night. She would camp out in Sophia's room and sleep on the floor, or they would share the bed from head to toe. They would just sleep in the same bed. But Shelby refused to be alone at night. And one time Shelby woke up and there was a girl standing above her, and she remembers she saw her in silhouette, and she thought it was Sophia because she could see her hair, and it was kind of curly and it was hanging down the sides of her head, and she had this white nightgown on that she could see, but that's all she really could see because it was so dark. So a lot of it was in silhouette. So she was about to ask Sophia, why are you up? Why are you standing there? And she looked over at the bed, and Sophia's laying there sleeping. And then she looked back and the girl was gone. So I'm trying to think if there's any more little girl stories that I remember. Besides her saying hello all the time and her running up and down the basement steps. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's all I can remember for now. I'm gonna pause this. Yeah, I think that's it for now. It's enough stories. Talked about the tobacco, talked about ghost stories, getting on the Beltway here. And that's going to be exceedingly boring for you to see traffic. So, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you on the next video. And remember to always vamos truchar.